Hi, welcome in. I'm Lisa, and today we're going to talk about the energy of money for empaths. So let's just get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about how to rewrite your money story so that the energetics of money can flow to you and through you. So here's what I see most often. Many empaths and sensitive souls are already serving clients, and despite their success, there always seems to be this new invisible ceiling, something holding them back from allowing that next money milestone to energetically flow to them and through them with ease. What if I told you that if you're feeling this, that it's not your fault? It's most likely your money story, and that you have the power to rewrite it. So I know what you're thinking, because I thought this as well, is this even possible? I remember not long ago where I really was of the belief, like inside me through and through, that that abundance just wasn't for me, that I always had to work so hard for it. And it just was something that I was never going to be able to attain. So let's make sure that you're in the right spot here. So this workshop today isn't for you if you're a complete beginner just starting your entrepreneurial journey or just looking for business strategy or marketing tactics. And this isn't for you if you aren't ready to do the deep inner work to align your unconscious mind with your money goals. You're in the right spot if you are a highly sensitive or empath entrepreneur driven to create generational wealth and leave a legacy. You're in the right spot if you desire flow and ease in your life and business while confidently charging what you're worth. And you're in the right spot if you're currently working with clients and you're driven to keep breaking through the glass ceiling. And that if you want to create a lifestyle in alignment with your new money story. So here's what we're going to cover today. Number one is how I rewrote my money story to reach six figures in my own business. Number two, the five core pillars of what I call the magnetic money queen method. And then number three, how you can rewrite your money story and break through your own glass ceiling. So, my journey always reminds me of this one very, very important moment in my life. And I remember that this moment is when I realized that I had to make a change. This is me walking through Target with my two little kids pacing around the aisles with an $8 t shirt. And I kept telling myself that I didn't deserve it, that the money would be better spent elsewhere, and that I was being selfish for even considering buying something for myself. And I spent most of the time as I was gathering things for my children, my husband at the time, our household, everything that we needed. I had absolutely no problem purchasing things for everybody else. But when it came to me, I had this huge internal fight about wanting it, having it, not getting it, or giving it to myself. So either way, whether I convinced myself to not buy it or I convinced myself to buy it, there was just a whole bunch of story in the background going on in my mind. And if I bought it and I went home with it, I was feeling guilty about it and resentful. So despite having a beautiful family, a nice home, a great job, and everything that society would say that should make me happy, I was absolutely miserable. I didn't feel worthy of spending even a small amount on myself. Even the smallest amount made me feel deeply, deeply selfish. So that moment, after many of those moments, eventually I realized I need help. And I ended up in a therapist office. And after, some time together, she basically sent me home with a piece of paper that said, okay, Lisa, I want you to go home and I want you to write on this piece of paper things that you can do for yourself. They don't have to cost any money. And if they do, they can cost very, very little. Because the story I was telling her was, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have time. And she's like, it doesn't have to take a lot of time and it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. If anything, nothing. So a week goes by. Every time I tried to put pen to paper and write something for myself, I had a huge block. I went back to see her with an empty piece of paper. So after some conversation, and she had discovered that I like a cup of coffee, like going out and getting a cup of coffee for myself. She said, start there. She's like, at that time, it didn't cost a lot. And basically it was a small thing to do for myself, but it had huge, huge meaning. My self-worth was so low that when I went back to see her that first time with the piece of paper, that I didn't even believe that like I was worth those smallest acts of self-care. So eventually, as I started teaching myself to feel safe and that I was deserving in my body to give myself a simple cup of coffee, and that literally meant feeling uncomfortable, buying the cup of coffee and just being in those feelings, that tiny little act led to huge changes in my life. It became a symbol of self love and self care and a radical act of reclaiming back my worth. Now, this journey wasn't easy. And as I started to show up for myself, I started to set boundaries and like I started to really ask for what it was that I needed. My life started to fall apart and it fell apart fairly quickly. I went through a painful divorce, faced foreclosure. I eventually hit rock bottom. I felt like I lost everything. But it was through this dark time that I experienced a rebirth. And this dark time was really the only reason why I think I made it through was because of my children. It was really one of the, when I look back on it, out of all of the time in my life thus far, it is one of the worst times of my life. And I consider it not only one of the darkest, deepest, worst times of my life, but it was also the best time of my life because it's really where I walked through a door that changed everything. And it was kind of like, a phoenix rising from the ashes, right? I realized that I had the power to transform my life. So my journey, that journey eventually took me to yoga, which eventually took me to entrepreneurship and eventually investing in myself. Even when it felt scary. And I realized that the more I invested in myself and my growth, the more my life expanded. And I started small, like that cup of coffee. And eventually, through those acts, right, of just kind of trusting and feeling the feelings and expanding my physical container to draw in more, to invite in more, to receive more, it eventually led to just more opportunities to learn and expand who I am, who I was and who I wanted to be. So over the years now, I've invested over $80,000 in my personal growth. And each step has just been a bold declaration of my worth until I achieved my six-figure year. Right? Every time I took a leap of faith, my life and my business and my family, we reached new levels of abundance. Today, I help highly sensitive souls and empaths to rewrite their money story so they too can embody the energetics of abundance and be in alignment with their self worth and really make the changes that they're looking to make. And ultimately, my mission is to circulate wealth back into the hands of kind, compassionate, beautiful people just like you who want to create a better world. So there's the old way of feeling and thinking about money, and there's the new way. So when we talk about the old way, this was old Lisa, and I'd love to know if this is you. So fear of raising your prices, feeling unworthy of charging premium rates, revenue plateau despite trying all of the business strategies, guilt about receiving money and about receiving more money, feeling unsafe or conflicted when that money comes in, and that thinking that wealth is outside of you. Okay. Now, the new way, right? Let me know if this is where what you're calling in and where you'd like to go is you're confidently charging premium rates. You're feeling deserving of abundance and financial success. You're breaking through revenue plateaus with ease. You're being in alignment with your money goals and your money story and the life you're calling in. You're experiencing flow and peace and empowerment around money, and you're aligning back into the wealth frequency already abundant from within you. So imagine for a moment how it would feel to wake up every day knowing you are worthy of the financial success you desire. I would like to introduce you to the Magnetic Money Queen method. Right? This method is helping you to live in the inner frequency of abundance in alignment with your new money story, experiencing flow, ease, and abundance in all areas of your life. Because when we're talking about money, we're not just talking about money, dollar bills, coins, our bank accounts expanding, which we all want. And we all like, let's face it, the more money that you have, the more money that you're bringing into your life, the more you can offer, the more you can give, the more that you can serve. the world, the community, everything, right? Everything around you, your life, your family, your friends. So let's go over the 5 pillars. Okay. So, pillar number one is your current money story. This is keeping you out of alignment with your internal abundance. Pillar number two is uncovering money blocks. This is you discovering the origin of that money story and where you don't feel safe in allowing in that abundance. And more often than not, those are a lot of subconscious blocks and limiting beliefs. Pillar number three is rewriting your new money story and bringing you back into your inherent self worth and internal abundance frequency, discovering a new sense of safety in your body in order to expand your container to invite in more and say yes to more. Number four, the pillar number four is regulating your nervous system using tools to cultivate deeper states of safety in your body to help you navigate more efficiently the ebb and flow of life's growth patterns and the key to keep going, not backing away from expansion. And then pillar number five is embodying this new abundant way of life, your new abundant way of living, and crushing your business and life goals and living your dreamy, dreamy life. So let's break it down. Pillar number one, step number one is the awareness of your current money story. So the first step is understanding your current money story and why it matters. Everyone has a money story. I have spoken to even multi millionaires who absolutely have a money story. Okay. And it's often shaped by past experiences, childhood, and even generational or cultural beliefs. And to move forward, you must recognize what story you're telling yourself about money and how it affects your self worth and financial decisions. Step number two is identifying the root cause of your money blocks. So once you understand your money story, the next step is to dig deeper into where it came from. So this involves examining your upbringing, family history, and societal influences to identify the root cause of your money blocks. It's important to uncover the limiting beliefs and fears that you may have, like that have been passed down to you, so you can start to heal them. To you, so you can start to heal them. Number three is now we're ready to rewrite your new money story. So after identifying the blocks, it's time. It's time to rewrite what it is that you're bringing in. So this step is all about shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. You will create a new empowering money story that aligns you with your goals and values, allowing you to believe that wealth, success, and abundance are available to you. Number four, step four is regulating your nervous system. This is key. This is how we help our bodies, our unconscious mind and bodies to feel safe and expanding our container to receive more. So, to fully step into your money story, it's important to feel safe and secure in receiving money. This step focuses on regulating your nervous system so you can release the fear, stress, and anxiety around money. When you feel calm and safe, you open yourself up to receive money with ease and confidence. And then pillar number five, step number five is now embodying your new abundant self. So this final step is vital. It's so important. It means that you're fully stepping into the mindset of someone who is worthy of wealth and success. You'll learn how to live in alignment with your new money story, experiencing flow, ease, and abundance in all areas of your life. Why would someone even want to rewrite their money story? There's so many people I talk to who are just like, why would I even want to do this? I don't, even for those of us who don't believe we have a money story, once we start kind of talking about it, uncovering some of those unconscious limiting beliefs, this is when things start to really change. So, why would we want to rewrite it? Many entrepreneurs experience income ceilings because their existing programming is not in alignment with their new income goal. By rewriting your money story and addressing the root cause, you unlock the possibility to experience a shift to push past these invisible barriers, finally opening the door to new levels of abundance. Imagine being able to charge premium rates, break through glass ceilings, and generate new levels of wealth for yourself and your family for your expertise, guilt free. When you realign with the abundance already within you, you align your self worth with the premium services you offer, and you will no longer feel hesitant, conflicted, or unsafe about charging what you're truly worth. If you ever wanted to attract higher quality clients who appreciate your value, say yes, right? Charge premium prices for your services and live from the state of abundance. It always starts with rewriting your money story. Nothing is going to help you get into the depths of what's holding you back more quickly than rewriting your money story. And it's mainly because money is so sticky for so many of us. So it's a great way. And it doesn't matter if it's money, love, abundance, ease, flow, anything, happiness, joy, anything that you are struggling with. It's incredible how just discovering your money story and what's holding you back, what's hiding underneath the layers, it's amazing how fast it changes everything for you. So, again, it's about more than just financial success. It's about transforming your entire life into one of abundance, ease, and beauty. By rewriting your money story and aligning your beliefs with abundance, you'll feel worthy of wealth and success, opening yourself up to receive a more fulfilling life in every sense without the guilt. How would it feel to drop the guilt, right? About joy, happiness, peace, money, financial abundance, everything. One where abundance flows effortlessly and aligns with your highest desires. So, are you beginning to see what's possible? I hope so. So, will this work for me? Right? This is what I ask myself all the time in the past is I see all of the people around me having more joy, more ease, more flow. Everything's working out for them. They have these great clients. They have this flowing, very abundant financial business. And I used to question whether or not this was for me. And it absolutely is. Not only do I know it's for you, mainly because of me and because of what I've been through. I know you hear this a lot, but if I can do it, you can do it. Being a single mom in Silicon Valley with not a lot of help or running your own business, there is so much story inside of that that I used to tell myself. Now that I have broken through so many of those like unconscious limiting beliefs, I absolutely know that you can do it. If you're willing to put in the time and the energy into yourself, and you're willing to look at what's holding you back from doing that, what's sort of like squashing your voice and your self worth, I promise you, your life will change. Abundance is already on its way to you. So I wanted to bring in a couple people who I have helped move through this same struggle and wondered if it was for them as well. So, this is Sayaka. Before we worked together, Sayaka lacked confidence in herself and didn't trust her own intuition. She felt lost in visualizing herself and her future as abundant due to the lack of belief in her own self worth. And she felt guilty when doing well at work, making money, and being praised. Isn't that amazing? It's just incredible that we struggle with like guilt when we're doing well in life. So after working together, she embraced how to tune into her own frequency and vibration of abundance. She feels safe and proud in celebrating her incredible accomplishments in her life. She embodies her greatness and embraces her blessings and rewards that have been materializing in her life as she grows into her being. And she's dropped the guilt and accepts the love and evidence that she can make a difference to herself, those she loves, and all the beings around her. And I have humans and animals alike because she is a huge lover of animals. Next is Kelly. So before Kelly and I worked together, she was overly stressed and often froze in fear of not believing in herself. She felt guilty making good money and that she wasn't deserving of it. And she questioned her self worth and felt scared to share her voice. She felt scared to show up for herself. After working together, she embraced her own greatness, and she did that with more ease and confidence. She owned her ability to earn a great living and isn't afraid to go for more. She is aligned to her inherent self value and no longer settles for anything less than the best for her and her life. And she doesn't shut down her voice any longer and feels confident sharing her truth and setting boundaries that matter and crushing them. And then just here are some other things that people have had to say about working together. So, Lisa has helped me learn to show up authentically in the world. Through Lisa's guidance, I have learned radical self care and not to be ashamed of making money. I have truly transformed since working with Lisa. I am kinder to myself and more in touch with my self worth. Lisa has been essential to my mental health journey. I think that our mental and emotional well being and that journey is so, so important to really kind of like holding us in a safe space to actually grow and expand. Like mental health and emotional health is should be top on the list, right? Lisa has helped me find power and gratitude for myself. Lisa has taught me to take ownership of my inner worth and abundance. And after working with Lisa, I trust my body and my intuition more and how to do what feels right for me. It's amazing how just these fundamental things, like being able to do what's right for you, to trust your inner guidance, to set boundaries and follow through, all of those are key to allowing in more abundance and manifesting the life that you desire. So, this also has worked for empaths, sensitive souls, and HSPs, highly sensitive persons, entrepreneurs, CEOs, and business owners. I have also worked with women trying to balance home, motherhood, and owning a business. So often we think it's either more when we have a family and children. This works amazing for single moms like me and others, athletes and high achievers. I've also worked with codependents and addicts in recovery that this has helped with. And then also, I've worked with teenagers and kids. Now, of course, we change it up a little bit. It's not necessarily about them making money, but it's about actually, for some of them, it is, but mostly it's about just talking about what the messages are around them and what they're taking in and how that's being applied unconsciously to their inherent self-worth. So I would like to invite you to rewrite your money story with me. And let's talk about Money Queen Mastermind. What's included in Money Queen Mastermind is group coaching calls, an onboarding call one on one with me, so a private VIP call. We have a private community, which is essential to highly sensitive souls and empaths and highly sensitive people, specifically because we need to create a container where we feel safe to share and shine. It has curriculum of the Money Queen method, which is 9 modules of learning, access to all the coaching calls, and then bonus number one is somatic tools and movement. So this is really how we learn to be in the body and feel safe in the body. This is going to help you when you're hitting your stuff and you're feeling triggered and scared and you want to run and hide. The somatic tools and the movement that you'll be doing inside the program is essential to really allowing yourself to expand your container and feel safe. And then bonus number two is meditation and breath work. So we'll move through meditations, guided visualizations, and breath work practices, all very accessible. Everything is very, very accessible no matter where you are on your path, just to allow you to be able to calm the mind, calm the body, rewire the nervous system so you can actually help yourself regulate your nervous system for all that growth. So if you're someone who really, really excels and requires more like high touch one-on-one support, you want your hand held, then prosperity is for you. So what's included is everything in Money Queen Mastermind, plus monthly one-on calls with me, walking you through my signature money energetic manifestation process, and then you get direct access to me. So, the next step, if you're ready to rewrite your money story and live an abundant life, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram with the word magnetic and let's talk. Let's dive in. We'll schedule a call. Thank you for staying to the end with me. I look forward to rewriting your new money story with you and inviting in all of the abundance, love, joy, money that you're looking for to just live that dreamy, dreamy life.